Uniform charge distribution and their electric field. Electric field due to uniform charge distribution. Dear students, these are the real things. Actually, charges are there, present in our atmosphere or in our surrounding as in the form of uniform distribution. You can find charge, linear charge, uniformly distributed linear charge. You can find charge distributed over a surface, and this distribution is uniform one. You can find charge distributed on a sphere, whole over the sphere, it will be distributed. But you never find point charges. It is very rare one. Though we have learned, and its mathematical treatment to use forces or field is very simple. So we start from electric field or electric force due to point charges at least. But in practical, we have only linear charge distributions, surface charge distributions, or charge distributions on a sphere. Now this one kind of charge distribution we can find in our surrounding or in our atmosphere also. Now there is another kind of charge distribution. You have learnt in chemistry, we have molecules, we have atoms. Most of them are of polar kind. And rest of them are of non-polar kind. Now in polar kind you have water molecule, you have HCl, any ionic molecule, you have sulfur dioxide, H2SO4. So these molecules, in molecules, in atoms you have same number of protons and same number of electrons. If you have 3 protons, then you will have 3 electrons. If you have 2 protons, then you will have 2 electrons. So net charge on any molecule is equal to Q net is equal to 0. So Q net is equal to 0 in polar kind of molecules. Q net is equal to 0. Then also they have some electric field at some distance, and it is due to their center of positive charges and their center of negative charges. These are separated by some distance, and due to this only they have electric field at some distance, and this electric field reduces very fast. With distance, this electric field reduces very fast. So we have to study these kind of charge distributions. So first of all, we will learn continuous charge distribution. Then we will be learning polar molecules, and they have 2 poles. The center of positive charge. Center of positive charge is 1 pole. Center of negative charge is other pole, and they are separated by a distance, and this creates an electric field, though they have net electric charge equal to 0. Now the another kind of molecules that are present in our surrounding, in our atmosphere, is non-polar. Example is O2, H2, and they have their center of positive charge and they have their center of negative charge. They coincide with each other. So net charge here also is equal to 0, and they have their own different kind of electric field or forces or those things. So all these we have to learn. So we will start with uniform charge distribution. First one is linear charge distribution. Charges are uniformly distributed over a length. This is a length of any object, and charges are equally distributed. So, doing with these kind of things, firstly we have to find charge density of the charge present over here. And charge density in the line of mass density we all know. Mass density is equal to mass per unit volume, or mass per unit, if it is linear one, then mass per unit length. Mass per unit length, as it is linear one. So in this line, in the line of mass density, we can write charge density too. So charge density is equal to charge per unit volume. And here, since it is not volume, here I have taken a line, so better I should write charge per unit length. So let there be a small length element of length is equal to del L. Here, first work is this, to find one length element. This length element is of length del L, having charge equal to del Q, a small charge. Therefore, linear charge density also termed as lambda, linear charge density is equal to that small charge del Q upon that small length del L. So this is your linear charge density. This will be used while finding electric field of a linear charge distribution. Now SI unit of it is equal to, for charge it is coulomb and for length it is meter, coulomb per meter. So linear charge density lambda has unit coulomb per meter. Now next topic is, second one is surface charge density. Here, surface charge density. And this is also called sigma. And in the line of linear charge density, you can write it as charge per unit surface. Now let us suppose a small surface area of surface del S and having a charge del Q. So surface charge density becomes equal to del Q upon del S, and its unit will be coulomb per meter square. So this is your linear charge distribution, and linear charge density you can obtain. Linear charge density here. This is your surface charge density, and its unit is coulomb per meter square. Now next topic. Volume charge density. So volume charge density is equal to charge per unit volume If you could remember, here I have made a diagram. Take a small volume element of volume del V, and it is having a charge del Q. So first thing is while doing with linear charge distribution or uniform charge distribution, continuous charge distribution, the first thing is you have to take a small volume element or small length element or small surface element. So here I have taken volume element of volume del V, and it is having charge del Q. So volume charge density, that is also called rho, its symbol is rho, is equal to charge per unit volume is equal to del Q upon del V, and its SI unit is equal to, for charge it is coulomb and for volume it is meter cube. Now using this we can find electrostatic force due to linear charge distribution, electrostatic field due to linear charge distribution, and same in the case of a surface charge distribution and a volume charge distribution. So let us do one by one. So linear charge distribution, and force due to it. Suppose you have a linear charge distribution and you have to find force on a small q charge placed at a distance r from it. You have to find force on this small q charge. So first thing is you have to take a small length element. Let length element is equal to del L having charge del Q. Okay, the thing we have already done. So this length element is I have selected, and it is having charge del Q. Now at a distance r from it, we have another charge, small q charge, and we have to find force on this small q charge. So using Coulomb's law of electric force, since it is a small length element, it will be applying small force del F. Electric force del F due to length element del L. Okay, so del F is equal to K del Q, this is small q, upon square of this distance and its position vector r cap. It's unit vector, not position vector. This is unit vector along this direction. Because we have to find force on this, so direction of unit vector will be along this direction. And this you can write del F is equal to K, in place of del Q we have just written, since linear charge density lambda is equal to del Q upon del L, therefore del Q is equal to lambda del L. So here we will be writing its value, lambda del L Q upon r square r cap. This is force due to this small length element. Now we have to find complete force, total force. So we will integrate this force up to limit from this length extends from, if you take origin here, so this length extends up to here L by 2 plus L by 2, and along this direction it extends up to minus L by 2, and its complete length is L. So you can integrate in between minus L by 2 up to plus L by 2. Integration means summation. You find complete force Firstly, for that you will firstly obtain force due to this length element, and then you will be integrating force due to that length element. So let us integrate it. K lambda del L Q upon R square del R cap. So this is net force. This is net force acting on this charge particle. ये जो यहाँ चार्ज पार्टिकल है, इस पे इस लिनियर चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की वजह से जो यहाँ इस पे फोर्स लग रहा है. सो दिस इज द मेथड टू फाइंड फोर्स ऑन दिस पॉइंट चार्ज ड्यू टू दिस लिनियर चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. क्या क्या हमने किया? सबसे पहले हमने लिनियर चार्ज डेंसिटी निकाल लिया, और हमने एक क्या किया कि स्मॉल एक लेंथ एलिमेंट हमने ले लिया हुआ है, एक डेल एल लेंथ का, एंड लेट charge on this small length element is del q. तो सबसे पहले we will be applying Coulomb's law of force due to charges on this length element. Charges on this length element, and then next step is to integrate this force up to whole length from minus L by 2 up to plus L by 2. So this is how you will be finding force on linear charge distribution. Similarly, you can find electric field. Electric field net is equal to integration of small force per unit charge, because we know that electric field is equal to force per unit charge, and this comes equal to integration from minus L by 2 up to L by 2 K lambda del L Q upon R square divided by Q R cap, and this Q and Q is cancelled. In the same way, you will be finding electric field, electric force due to surface charge distribution and due to volume charge distribution. But let me first of all derive a formula for electric field due to a linear charge distribution. Electric field due to a linear charge distribution. Let there be a line charge of infinite length let me draw a diagram of it. An infinite linear charge. And suppose at a point P, here we have to find electric field due to this linear charge distribution, and it is at a distance r. It is at a distance r from the linear charge distribution. So first method, thus I have told you that we have to take a length element. So let there be a length element of length del x. Del x length का एक हमने लेंथ एलिमेंट ले लिया which is x distance, which is at a x distance from origin. Let there be origin, and this distance is your x. At x distance we have a length element, and firstly we will find electric field at this point due to this length element. So let me show the direction of it. This is the direction, because we have learned that electric field is along radial direction. So electric field at this point due to this length element having charge del q will be along this direction only. Okay, so this length we will write, this is hypotenuse, and it is equal to root under perpendicular square plus this base square. Now electric field at point P due to linear charge length element, due to charge on length element del L, which is del E. Therefore del E is equal to small k and q is equal to del q upon this distance square, means root under r square plus x square whole square. And its direction is, if this point is q and that point is p, so its direction is qp cap. Therefore electric field del E is equal to minus k, in place of q we will be writing lambda del L upon r square plus x square op cap. Now let us look here and let us consider some more mathematics mentally, that for each length element along this direction from origin, we have another length element along other direction, in opposite direction. And if you find electric field due to this length element, it will have also two components, perpendicular components like of it. If this angle is theta, then this electric field that we have obtained del E will have two components, a horizontal component which is equal to del E sin theta, and vertical component is del E cos theta. And in line of this horizontal component and vertical component, this length element will also have its vertical component and horizontal component, and which is equal to del E sin theta. So we can see for each length element we have an equal and opposite length elements, and they have their horizontal field component which are equal, so they will cancel each other. Therefore del E net will be equal to only del E cos theta, which is along perpendicular direction. Look here, इसका जो आप देख